Extra time.
Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Extra Time podcast.
I am extra fit, Chinmoy Roy.
And I'm extra fun, Prabjeet Singh. And now, Chinmoy, we are headed towards the Indian Premier League.
Right, Masala League.
The Masala League.
Yeah.
But can you tell me, is it only masala or do you need real fitness in terms of playing the game?
Absolutely. See, T20 cricket, whether it's IPL, Big Bash, BBL, they call it, it has redefined fitness. You know how? You see, if you play the game of traditional one-day cricket or test cricket, the speed at which is played, it's a 3 times the speed you play a T20 game. Agreed? I give an example. Chris Gayle.
Chris Gayle?
Yes.
Well, that guy hardly runs between the wickets.
Huh.
That guy is hardly agile on the field.
But have you seen the six packs?
6 packs.
Huh?
My God, that's not a 6-pack. That's a family pack. I tell you.
Oh, exactly.
That's a family pack.
And if you say he runs like a snail and hits like anything, then you know how many followers he has got outside the ground?
My God, I think when Chris Gayle hits, there are more people injured outside the boundary than inside the boundary.
Yes. Why I draw the example of Chris Gayle? The way he hits it, you know, the speed the ball travels and the distance. I call it speed plus force equal to power. That is physics.
That is physics. I mean, please don't remind me of my physics teacher from school.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
getting
man.
tough for me. But what is power in terms of cricket? How does it translate into T20 cricket?
Yes. I told you, if you're a batsman, the way you whack the ball, the speed of action, and then the force you apply, force plus speed equal to power. And that power comes through training, man.
Training.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of training would Chris Gayle do? Like, if you see him, he is a bulky figure.
Huh.
I don't see him running on the ground or anything like that.
I've got a small story, man. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. See,
Excellent.
I have not trained him. In the KKR, Ashok Dinda was his fellow.
Yeah.
Dinda tells me the story. The trainer, Adrian LaRue, took Chris Gayle to the gym and said, Gayle, come on, lift it. So up went Gayle and he lifts 120 kg in bench press. Everyone awestruck. And then after 2 or 3 repetitions, Gayle giggles and then says, bye-bye, my training is over.
My God, that is some anecdote I will keep with me forever.
Right.
120 kgs on bench press.
But then only 3 reps. He doesn't
Only
need
3 reps.
anything.
Okay.
He just showed his 6 packs. It comes naturally to the West Indians.
And that is some six. That's, as I already said, that's a family pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, even Virat. Let's talk about Virat. Then fans would say, why not Virat?
Why not Virat?
Yes.
Why not De Villiers?
Why
Why
not
not,
De Villiers?
Pollard?
Absolutely.
Why not Andre Russell?
Absolutely. So what does Virat do in terms of generating the T20 power? He's a big hitter.
He's a big hitter, absolutely, periods. And in all 3 formats, he does Olympic lifts.
Olympic lifts.
Yeah.
Tell me something about Olympic lift. Is it something to do with the Olympics? This year, is he going to do it in Tokyo?
No, man, no. You don't need to go to Olympics. Olympic lifts is something, a technique. They did it in Olympic. There is a 20 kg barbell.
Okay.
And you lift it from your knees or from the ground at great speed.
Okay.
Over your head or up to shoulder, and there
Okay.
are 2 weight plates there.
Okay.
Now, once you do this, what it does, it generates power in the body.
Okay.
We have got muscle fiber.
Yeah.
The fast twitch ones are the one that generates power.
But muscle fiber, again, from physics we are going to biology.
Biology, absolutely right. And this is not the oats or the vegetables for fiber. This is muscle fiber.
This is
you know?
muscle fiber.
Muscle fiber.
Okay.
And once you fire them up, you can fire the balls out of the park.
Out of the park,
De Villiers, what do you think?
De Villiers.
Yeah.
He is somebody who can smash a 6 on a reverse sweep angle as well.
360-degree cricketer.
360-degree cricketer.
Absolutely,
The
bang on.
last time I saw someone do was Craig McMillan.
Craig
but now
McMillan.
we have AB de Villiers. But yeah, what is the reason behind his fitness? Can you tell me something about it?
Again, these guys, current generation guys, it thrives on fitness. Fitness is there. It's like the religion. Every day, Virat, for example, even if he has finished a day's match, he hits the gym. That's why he symbolizes fitness in the Indian cricket team. And one more guy I want to say, the Mad Max, Glenn Maxwell. Talk
Glenn
about
Maxwell. No, well, he looks lanky.
Yeah,
What do you
he's
think?
skinny guy.
He's a skinny guy. Like, he doesn't look like he goes to the gym. He's
No.
somebody who probably runs 10 rounds and hits the ball out of the park.
See, man, you don't have to be Dwayne Johnson. You don't have to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You don't have to be that,
No,
right?
no, no.
Absolutely.
The muscle power comes.
Yeah, yeah.
The fast twitch muscle power, how it fires. It's not the bulk. And
Okay.
this man packs a punch in his muscle.
Glenn Maxwell.
Glenn
and
Maxwell.
that man is really made of some big sixes, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Completely out of the park, like, whoop, it just goes.
Goes.
Yeah.
And the same thing applies to Zafra Archer. Even Bumrah. You see, these are skinny lads.
Yeah.
And you may ask, what is the essence of the power?
Yeah.
Do you know where?
I'm still wondering. I was about to ask you this.
Huh.
What power do bowlers develop in order to bowl those toe crushers in the
Toe
IPL?
crushers. Again, the Olympic lifts
Yeah.
and the box jumps they do. Box jumps.
Box jumps?
Yes, box
What
jump.
is a box jump? Is it something to do with the box office?
No. It's nothing to do with cinema, man.
Come on, you are throwing some technical terms, coach.
Yes, coach, you're right, man. You're absolutely spot on. You need an wooden box. It may
Wooden
be
box.
6 inches,
Okay.
12 inches,
Okay.
and a cricketer has to jump on the box, and
Okay.
it develops enormous leg strength.
Leg
you see,
strength,
these
okay.
fast bowlers, they jump.
Okay.
And they deliver.
Okay.
It's like that object, that round object
Yeah.
is thrown towards the target, the batsman.
Yeah,
For that,
yeah,
they have
yeah,
to take that leap.
The pop.
The pop,
Yeah,
the jump.
yeah.
And see the rate they're bowling, 150 clicks. And
Even Shami, for that matter, does that?
Mohammad Shami,
Yeah.
you have got Bhuvaneshwar Kumar,
Kumar, yeah.
you have got Umesh Yadav.
Umesh Yadav, yeah.
And see a lot of international bowlers, Mitch Stark, though he's not playing here
Yeah,
this
yeah,
match,
yeah.
they do it with, monotonous regularity.
Completely.
Completely.
And can you, like, since we are talking about Shami, what is his fitness? Because he has grown as a bowler over the past 4 years. Can you tell about something about that?
Sami, I've trained personally. See, initially he was not the sort of a guy, he would eat anything. Now, having said that, you have seen how the current generation has evolved. He knows that to survive, he has to fall in place. He does the lifts also.
He does the lift, Shami?
Absolutely,
Okay.
he lifts many things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you're talking about all these fast bowlers. What about the spinners?
What about the spinners? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I love one guy.
Who is the?
Yajuvendra Chahal.
Chahal.
Yes.
I mean, more than his bowling, I follow Chahal TV on BCCI.tv, where he has taken his fame to tenfolds.
Right.
Now, what about Chahal?
It reminds of one guy called Muscles Raju, Venkatpati Raju.
Masa, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a guy called Macmillan,
Yeah,
South
yeah,
African.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
named him
yeah.
as Muscles Raju.
Muscles Raju. Okay.
So the same thing with Chahal. Now you imagine Chahal having a blow against Jofra Archer in the chest.
I mean, that is what his retirement would be announced.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
jokes about this
Yeah.
guy is absolutely courageous on the ground, right?
Yeah, okay.
He dives,
Yeah.
he gives his everything. So the essence again is
Yeah, yeah.
it's not the size.
Yeah.
It's the power inside. It's not the size of the muscle.
Yeah.
And I have got one more guy.
Who is the guy?
You ask me who is the guy,
So, when now we come to the unorthodox cricketers,
right?
this is something which I wanted to ask you. This has been running on my mind for the past 2 minutes.
Right?
The unorthodox cricketers, like, okay, let me ask you a question.
Right?
It's a straightforward quiz.
Yes, quiz.
Name, yes, let's do this.
Okay.
So, there is a West Indian cricketer in the KKR dugout, and he's
Right.
very important to the KKR team.
Yes.
What is his name? 5 seconds to you.
Andre Russell?
Narayan.
Oh my goodness, you're talking about Sunil
I
Narayan.
am talking about Sunil Narayan.
Yes, even Prav, you see, even here, Narayan doesn't bowl all this lollipop.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeffrey used to say about Curl Hooper,
Curl Hooper.
lollipop bowler.
Yeah.
He fires the ball in.
Yeah,
He
just
fires the ball
flat into the batsman's deck,
in. Batsman's
right?
trick,
Yeah.
whether it's leggy or
Yeah.
offy. And when he comes to the bat, he whacks all these guys. So-
Absolutely. He's
so
opened the innings for KKR, and the
KKR.
way he's won them matches is phenomenal.
again, it shows that this man,
Yeah.
going by the trend, does a lot of power stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why the game is defined by a lot of power.
Power,
Lot of
right?
power. And a
Right.
lot of these guys,
Yeah.
they all play test matches. And you can see the rate at which the runs comes in test cricket. The same spirit is carried over to those who play
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And why
What
are you
about-
batting and bowling? You're saying something, come on.
I was saying something about the fielders.
Fielders.
Like, last 5 years,
Right.
let's look into the last 5 years. We've
Right.
seen some extraordinary catches on the field.
Right.
You know, like the baseballers do it in America.
Right.
You know,
Prab, one
catching-
thing I say, if we are fitted in Vishen Bedi or Prasanna in these days, what would have happened?
Bishan Singh Bedi already does not like the IPL. So
Okay.
let's not even talk about Bishan Singh Bedi because
Right.
he's an Orthodox test player.
Right?
So let's not go ahead and talk about the
No,
greats.
it's just for jokes. I thought that cricketers of that era, had you put them in the ground, so
Yeah.
just push the ball to them and make it a double.
Make it a double, yeah.
Right.
So talking the fielders, back then it used to be a grafting game.
Right,
Like,
right.
you just, the wrist work was important, Azharuddin's and the rest of them.
Right.
But now if you talk about, the ball is being tonked with the bottom hand towards the boundary. And if you see these cricketers and the fielders on the boundary, earlier there used to be a partnership on the field in the 22 yards.
Yeah,
and now there is partnership on the boundary.
Right, we used to say the fast bowlers they hunt in pairs.
Yeah.
Now they catch in pairs.
The catching pairs, you know,
It's
you
like
need
it's like a piece of cake.
it's like you need a non-striker while you are fielding as well.
Right, absolutely right, absolutely.
So the way these catches are being taken at the boundary,
Huh.
like Manish Pandey and the
Right.
Ben Stokes, the way they do it, can
Chris
you tell
Lane.
us? Yes, Chris Lane. Yeah, right. But how does that pan out? As you know, what is the homework behind it?
Homework behind
Yes.
it. I've seen my friend
Yeah.
Sridhar, who is a
Yeah.
fielding coach. He simulates. He gives catches very close to the ropes.
Okay.
So they practice it day in and day out. And
Okay.
then one guy jumps, catches it.
Yeah.
It tosses his back,
Uh-huh.
and then the other guys catches. So
Okay.
the simulation gets into play.
Yeah.
And the second thing I told you, the jumps.
The jumps.
They can they go airborne because they practice all those jumps on the box.
Yeah. So basically, the box jump you're talking about.
Box jump,
Yeah.
not opening the box on the. As you say.
yeah.
And I said this is a piece of cake. They eat
Yeah.
it inside the because
I mean, the cake can't be eaten on the field. It can only be shared in the dressing room.
Right.
And when we see the cricketers' videos on Instagram, they are busy applying cake on each other when the birthdays happen.
absolutely
You
right.
must have seen them on
absolutely right.
Instagram.
The cake everywhere.
The cake everywhere now.
And
yeah.
one more thing I add. This is
Yeah.
called pure agility.
Okay.
What John T. Rhodes used to exhibit at point,
Yeah.
what Collingwood used to exhibit in point, they are doing in the boundary line.
Yeah,
And talking of agility, you know, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he runs like a hare.
Hair.
Yes.
But you know, what about Mahendra Singh Dhoni on the field, like between the wickets? You know, at 38 he's delivering. There are others as well, like Imran Tahir is delivering
Right.
at an age for CSK. He was the highest wicket taker last season.
Then Brad Hogg.
Brad Hogg, yeah, that's a fine example.
Then Chris Gale is also 38.
Chris Gale is also 38. You know, how come they are still making it to the Ivy League of cricketers at this age? When
Absolutely.
fitness is such an important role to play.
In my book, there is a saying, these are the exceptions. But man, exception is not the rule.
Exception is not the rule. Well, this is a lesson I take today. And this is a reminder what I learnt in school. So, the moral of this conversation is that T20 cricket is about three things. Can you guess what? Let me tell it to you. It's power, power, and power. Thank you, Coach,
Yes.
for coming down to this podcast. Now, thank you, people, for listening to Extra Time Podcast. We will catch up with you soon with another subject where we will have a lot of fitness and a lot of fun. Thank you.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.